Oh, welcome, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls. But a bit of a delay from my end. And it's purely because on the last minute, my keyboard just decided to go out of whack and stopped. The advances of technology, but then at the same time, the struggles of the pain. Nonetheless, welcome back. This is our Wednesday night series, ACC on console. We've completed our first season of Team vs. Team last week. What an epic ending that was. Laguna Seca GT4s. And again, bringing you boys back up to speed tonight. What are we doing? Is just a fun race at the favorite South Africa Kyalami truck. And I mean, these boys are just gonna hit it off with a 10-minute qualifying session, followed by a 30-minute quick race, and then of course we're gonna finish it off with another 40-minute race. So it's back-to-back racing, Kyalami circuit. currently watching a guy by the name of Frankie, who, by the way, is actually a controller guy operating ACC, which is no steering wheel, no pedals, no nothing. All he's got is his PS controller. So, big ups to him. Putting up the laps. Boys are on track. Kyalami, South Africa, 19 track degrees, slightly cloudy, bit of sun, not that hectic, no wind, no rain prediction, 10 minutes of qualifying. Evening all, and welcome to the Dutch version of Logistical Nightmare Racing. Proudly brought to you by our sponsors, Twins Motorsport, Sky Coffee Co., and then, of course, Steakhouse Red. And for those that are curious, we also Grid Finder approved, so you're more than welcome to go to gridfinder.com, check them out. Lots of communities out there doing their thing, we doing our thing. Tonight is just a fundraiser on Kyalami as I entertain you with, hopefully, some good races. Gonna flip around, slip some swings. Most of the guys were part of the season on season 1. A couple of new names here and there. Likelihood of Nancy. I see Mr. BRNTZ is here. A phenomenal note, quick dude. He's got a car, he's Audi. Ooh, just as I talk about him, he spins out. Commentator's curse is what they call it. Commentator's curse. Let's see if he can get it all back up. At the moment, still about 4 minutes left of the race. Boys haven't really set any time up, so anything goes. I'm hoping to see sometimes. 10-minute qualifying is not a lot. It makes you respond quick, react quick, get it all up to pace. And again, talking about pace, where is leading paceman who's in a BMW today? Now that is a different choice looking at Eleanor Pace, and again I'm just doing an in-car view, slightly give you an overview. Man is heading into Ingwe, final corner of the Kyalami. He's gonna go down the straight now, coming down the long straight of Kyalami circuit in South Africa, hitting the kink, full speed into Crowthorne, followed by Yuckskay sweep, and then of course the famous barbecue corner. One debatable corner where some guys will call it a braai corner, barbecue corner. This is it. Very long, patient left-hander, all the way down to the following corner called Sunset, and this one can throw you off depending on where the sun sits at the moment, and it's called purely because of that. Not 100% sure where the history comes up, but Sunset Corner, Clubhouse, and then the famous S's. Looking good in the BMW for Mr. Pace. Yes, set the time up as the top 4 at the moment. Up at Leeuwkop. This is all about creating that momentum. Exit, entry, and speed is it. Going down to Mineshaft where the guys can go full throttle down here. Smashing it all the way into Crocodile. A patient right-hander. Gotta know when you need to put on the throttle, and then into Cheetah. Final corner, Ingwe. At BMW's big. Oh, what, he stepped it out. How unfortunate. But this is where we sit. Big boys, big names. GTA is Frost, RTA Mutoir, Eleanor Checo third. Eleanor Pace currently fourth, Robin in fifth, Bad A Dog. Ooh, and it's changed, the livery has changed. People are putting up good times now, so now I'm going to go back. So, still leading, Frost, NTZ. AC Mutoir is in the pits. Is he going to come out again? Dancy in fourth, Checo in fifth. Fireblade in a Porsche in 7th. Tintin Quarantino in a Bentley. So far the fastest Bentley on track. Followed by Robin Domin in a Mercedes. Bad A Dog. Ooh, no, something's changed. Bad A Dog went to 5th. He's now the fastest Bentley on track. Putting down the pace, and that's smashing. I would call it baby blue and yellow livery. Not my cup of tea, but that could be anyone's cup of tea. I don't know what you boys think about that. Color choices. Mr. Louis on the chat, where is Short Shift? I don't know. I don't think he drives here. I could be way off base, and I don't believe he does. He is a known LNR boy, man. Short Shift and I used to race at GT Sport quite a while back. Again, I am aka Sharks Forever, just in case you don't know. So I missed the man. If you do get hold of him, tell him to come over. Tell him he needs to come race at ACC. Tell him to stop hiding. Nonetheless, still some new names. OJJS is new from console. Haven't seen him that much on ACC. He did join last season freshly with us. 2 minutes left of the qualifying. So a lot can happen. Currently where we stand, top 5 seems to be solid. Frost, NT, Matois, Base, Danzi. And then finishing up the remaining of the top 10, we have Checo, Assetto, and that can be read so badly. Every time I read that, I want to go badass dog. But that's Bassadog. Bassadog smashes it again, hitting into the top 5. That brings Tintin into 8th. Fireblade in his Porsche in 9th. Robin in his Mercedes in 10th. Last famous words, I am not seeing Dave. Dave hasn't put a timeout. The man is sitting in track, in pits, didn't put a timeout. Now that's kind of strange. Is this going from last to first? Interesting, interesting. Dukes, I'm going to call you Gardine. Again, apologies if I don't pronounce your names right. Hey, Scrummy! Louis the Brain is Scrummy. Now I'm with you. Okay, that makes perfect sense. So, guy on chat, Mr. Louis, aka Scrummy20. What's up, man? Yo! Now that's a friendly face I haven't seen in a while. I shouldn't hide away. We're still here. We're still kicking. LNR all the way, I guess. Racing everywhere. That's sort of what it is. We're here for fun. And the rest, let's go back. So, Gardine, he's in the Nissan, and I believe it's the only Nissan on track. So, that is an interesting choice for Kyalami. Very good, stable car. But not bad. AC, Matois, and his McLaren doesn't seem like he's going to do much. Dancy, he is out on track, so he's still trying to improve on his time frame. So is Fireblade. He can do his time. Charlie. Now this is a surprise out of all surprise. OMR Charlie, the oldest probably oldest living sim racing driver I know that's currently racing on console. So welcome to ACC, Mr. Charlie. Fancy meeting you here. Frankie, the man on console, or on a controller, not even on a wheel. I keep on saying console. This is console sim racing. Does he improve on his time? Not much. Fancy coming down mineshaft. Tintin still got a while to go. Fireblade also heading down to mineshaft. So everyone's trying to get their final times. 2 guys back in the pits. In Cheetah, does Dancy improve on his time? Get into that top 5? Does he smell a 140 something? Might be tight. Oh, Dancy in the top 5 with 4th position. Does Tintin Quarantino do anything about that? Does he smell a 142? Not at all. Fireblade is in 8th though, and Tintin in 9th, rounding up the top 10 boys. What a quick qualifying session. 10 minutes at max. These boys have got something to work on. Alan or Dave, however, didn't really do much. So let's look at that from a qualifying standpoint. GTA is Frost in first with a 142.5, followed by NTZ, Bassadog. Don't hide things from me now. There we go. Bassadog, Dancy, RTA, Mutois, Eleanor Pace in 6 with his BMW. Very wild choice tonight. Eleanor Checo with his Lambo. Another wild choice. Fireblade with his Porsche. Tintin with a Bentley. Carbon Zero with a Ferrari in 10th. Gardine in 11th with his Nissan. Robin in a Merc and he's number 12. Wim Charlie in an Audi, new to ACC. Welcome to the game. Frankie with an Audi. 15th we have Kale. 16th Mulgari. OJJ in a Bentley in 17th. And Eleanor Dave in a Lambo. Didn't put a dime. Now, I know Dave has got pace. So, money is probably on Dave. But, I'm wondering if he's going to go like Timpum bowling, front back, top 10. We'll take each other out on lap 1. And then he'll just walk away with the winnings. I don't know. But I do love the car choices, boys. This is absolutely brilliant. Like, I gotta give it to some of these oaks. BMW for pace, what a choice. I mean, I would have never expected that man to pick that car. Checo in a Lambo? I thought the man hated the Lambo. Like, the car choices here is so shocking. Fireblade, I get. Fireblade has gone for the Porsche. And again, from a Kyalami standpoint, where we sit on race pace, the rumor has it that both the Audi and the Porsche are the strongest. Porsche does seem to dominate everything else. BMW, in my opinion, is probably a good car in the rain because I've seen a couple of guys do some magical wonders with it, which fascinates me completely. Merc, good choices. Gardine with his Nissan, odd one. So let's see where this goes. I mean, this can go anywhere. Again, boys, fun race. I'm here to commentate for the hell of it. Because this is kind of my new thing. Every Wednesday night, you will catch me with these console boys on ACC. We will live stream these races on Logistical Nightmares. Thanks to all our sponsors, our Patreons, and so forth. I'm gonna start getting back. Get ready. Click my drive. Got my car. Get my views ready. Nice copter view. Looking how Frost pulls out of the gates. This is going to be the warm-up lap. He's got a tail of hungry boys behind him. And again, Frost hasn't taken part in many races. Been a busy man. We all do our work. We all do this for a hobby and we love what we do. Hey Malose, what's up Frankie? Hey KLM. Glad you boys could just pop in and say hi. I know most of you oaks are racing, so it's good to see some friendly faces or friendly names when I chit and chatter, or in most instances talk a lot of nonsense. Okay, so let's go back. We are 30 minutes racing. This is race 1. There's no mandatory pit stops for anyone. Things can get real. Kyalami is tough as hell. And that's purely because you gotta set up the car in front of you to make a move. Moves here is very tricky. corners to watch out at every single point will definitely be corner 1, corner 2, and 3. Growthorn is so wide that there is it's either someone goes wrong, something goes wrong, but in all fairness, someone makes a mistake. 4 wide is the mentality in there. That just narrows down into Yuxkai. And then, of course, in barbecue is where the pack will split up. So I predict if everything goes well in corner 1, 2, well, technically 2, 3, and 4, according to the track allocations on corners, because coming down the straight, you still have the kink, and it's a slight right-hander. So all goes well through the first few corners. Everything should be sweet from there. We'll see a bit of the back up here by the S's coming up to Leeuwkop. And then we might see a couple of guys going for positions at Crocodile. So I'm going to keep my eye out on that. Cheetah. Again, Cheetah is one of those corners that will ruin your race, send you to the pits, and kill all the momentum. That big banana curve is just what makes it so much fun. Okay, so this is where we sit. Guys are going to slowly start lining up now. Heading down Crocodile towards Cheetah. And the guys will line up next to one another, side by side. Looking at them warming up their tires. Looks lovely weather. No rain still predicted. Slight cloud here and there. Good sunny weather in Johannesburg, South Africa, at the Kyalami track. All lined up. I see a bit of gap there by Frost. Boys are off the line, and this is where we go. Frost, drive-through penalty. He just murdered his own race. Nonetheless, we have 2 races, 30 minutes now, 40 minutes later. Sadly, I can't remove any penalties because this is console racing. Limitations is what we have. Boys are packing up. I see massive accidents there at the back. Massive. No idea what happened there. Boys are in the pit. Merc in there. Furious as everyone is. Telemetries are picking up. Corner 1 at Crowthorne has just put the gamble at play. Unbelievable. Again, fun race, boys, fun race. So let's just keep it simple. Let's keep it real. Let's not get overly whelmed. Another car off the track. Is that a Ferrari? Carbon. That is carbon off the track. That looks like from Charlie taking the outside line. Trust has got a drive-through penalty. NTZ has taken the lead as of yet, and that's from the beginning of the race. To Crowthorne by storm. Led the pack, and he is off into the sunset. Unless he kills his own race, this does seem like a winner for him. Mr. Frost will most likely go into the pits very soon. He will have that drive-through penalty to be cleared. Pit lane is open. And Robin is in the pits, and that must have been a massive, massive damage. As I said, Dave, making the clever move, didn't put a time, and now he's putting down the pace. He's already sitting in 10th position, so a man to watch out. Again, prediction all by the theory and the thought that lap 1 will be a mess. What a gamble. What a start. Already in 9th position. Eleanor Pace in his BMW. At looking good. He is chasing down that bastard dog of a Bentley. All the big guns out. Audi seems to be the strongest car here. Frost is moving. Pace is being challenged there by RTA. McLaren on BMW. BMW will have the legs coming down mineshaft. So will the McLaren, and that's just getting all. Just getting everything. Okay. Oops. See, I got lost there and I'm like, ooh, Merck went off wide. That is Dancy. Too wide, too wide. That opens the gap for Assetto to take the position. Although he will be severely compromised at the moment. Because he will have that BMW that will have the straight line speed to probably take him down. On the inside, there goes Pace. Making the move, making it stick, braking late. Setting himself up the corner, but went too wide, and that loses more positions for him. Whoa. Epic race here at the mid-pack. These top 5 boys are battling, and it's everywhere, all the way till 10th, I believe. I think I need to sit right here, sit right there. Look at it from this angle. Look at that train of guys battling it out. Fireblade in the middle. Porsche, he has got Pace ahead of him. RTA must have made a mistake because he's dropped down a couple of spots. He's now currently in 9th, so that had to be a mistake from his end or misjudgment on a corner. Dancy under severe pressure by Kyalami Pace. Fireblade sitting back, watching this roll out. Kyalami making another move. No, just tweaked his eyes out, making Dancy aware that he's there. Dancy going very wide, coming down Crocodile into Cheetah. Nonetheless, Checo is putting severe pressure. Frost taking his drive through, boys in the front battling. I don't even know where to keep my eye on. This is so good. Pace making an inside move. Assetto going very wide. Pace making up another position. Assetto made a mistake. Lambo's there at the back, humping and jumping all over the curbs, trying to gain momentum. That's not going to get any momentum for you. Checo and Davis fighting it out. Lambo versus Lambo. Does look like Davis got the line. Sticks it into sunset. Checo going in too deep. He's going to be under threat now by the McLaren right behind him. Boutois wants to make up space. Everything he's lost. Tintin Quarantino looking at the guys ahead of him going, make mistakes, boys. He is going to capitalize. Dave moving from 18th position, now currently in 6th. Pace in the BMW. Him and Dancy is fighting it off. GTA is Frost, who did get a drive-through penalty at the beginning of the race. He is now sitting in 10th. Did lose some positions. Stayed out for as long as he possibly can. He has Frankie behind him, and again, battles all over the show there. New guys on the block everywhere from 11th, Gardine, Mulgari, OJJ, Carbon, from Charlie and Kale, sitting from 10th to 17th. Nonetheless, battles to look out for is right here in the front of the pack. Pace and Dancy looking at it again. Oh, that is so close. Corner well taken there. Dancy under severe pressure there. He knows he's got Pace right behind him. Pace looking to size him up. Can he make a move into sunset? Will he stick it in here? No, still too far away from him. Making also sure that he does create a bit of a gap, because that's the last thing that Pace wants, is another Bentley on him. Then he has to go into defend mode. Oh, goes deep into Lukop. Tries to get the momentum. Needs that B speed and pace to make the move stick. This is probably where it's gonna happen. Times it all, probably goes on the outside, door is open. Dancy goes no, very defensive. Boys are keeping it clean. Slowly but surely these two are creating a gap between themselves and Bassadog. Dave's looking comfortable there with his Lambo. Fireblade in 6th. Checo has lost the position, he's now in 7th. He is being chased up by Tintin Quarantino in 8th. NTZ is gone, 6 seconds adrift. This is a race. 30 minutes of racing, 20 minutes left. What a start. Kyalami, sunny day. Off-season race at Logistical Nightmare on our regular Wednesday night. He does seem to have this car well under control in the midsection of the race. That Merc, however, seems to be well balanced for the speed. Oh, Pace gonna stick it on the inside. Can he make it side by side? Heading down into Mineshaft. 2 cars in. Dancy defending. That has now opened the door and closed it a little bit. Bassadog and Dave closer to these two boys. Pace knows he needs to make a move. He feels he's got the car. He is struggling. Don't know if these guys ever raced each other on any other community. Dancy not going defensive. Pace taking the inside line. Dancy closing the door. Oh, slight touch, and that's just all about entry and exit speed. Bassadog suffered from that severely. That's what I call no pun intended, but the pun did happen, and it's all just about momentum into the corner. One guy didn't realize the other guy was on the throttle, and then bang, tap from the rear. Dancy goes very wide now. He feels very unsettled, probably furious, probably angry, very unhappy. Slight incident there. Bassadog is suffered immensely out of that. I have no clue what happened to him though. Could have been out braking, out spinning too quick on the throttle. A range of things. Pace is now creating the gap, and I'm gonna go back and see Bassadog looks in danger. Tintin looks to be the danger man. Frost dangerous itself. AT Moitois has dropped down a bit. Frankie is still there. Boys at the back are battling though. Never exclude the back. Carbon, Malt, Gary. Good battle here. Gary must be happy though. He's got his Lexus back. Hasn't had his car for all season. So happy days to him. Robin Dobbin on the stream. Sent to Nanya turn 1 incident. Not smart racing. Yeah. That just looked like shambles there, Robin. I wish I could actually look at the replay and see what happened. In the corner of my eye, turn 1, lap 1 was absolute shambles. No idea what happened. People just didn't judge it. Thank goodness we have fun races though. So, and I'll probably learn from it. And I might want to see if I can do a save replay scenario and then use that as lessons learned, because man, we don't want to. Oh, Dancy goes off the track just as I spoke. Mercedes in the barriers. He is dropping down like a fly. Eleanor Dave is now in third. And I think, to be fair, Dave had a good point. Start at the back, let everyone do what they need to do, and he will just capitalize. Look at that. From a qualifying position in 18, now chasing down Eleanor Pace with 16 minutes to go. Top 3 pretty much on the cards here for him. What a start. What a race. How that turned out is unreal. Frost, mid-pack boys. Here is where the new battle is. Everything has now shifted from the top 5 to the mid-pack top 10. So 5th to 6th. Frost is quick. He did put a good lap down. He was, however, compromised starting the race. Position 1 for the qualifying. Got a drive-through penalty. Had to go into the pits 3 laps thereafter to serve his penalty. He did come out around about 10th position, if I recall. And he's gaining time and momentum. He has passed Tintin. Dancy has suffered, and Dancy murdered himself. Drive through for Charlie for split lane speeding. Oh my goodness. Charlie's first time in ACC, so he's gonna learn it the hard way. Might be a lessons learned scenario for Charlie. And again, anything can happen. Kyalami, 18 boys. Turn 1, massive disaster. Massive. Halfway through the race. Halfway. Battle 2, look out for, currently, is here in mid-pack. Frost seems to be the man on the move. Wants to capitalize as best he can. He's been out of the racing scene for quite a bit. Good to see him back again. Sad to see Robin in the pits. Let's hope the next one goes better, Robin. Holding thumbs. Oh, that was close. Nose to tail incident for sure. Boys sussing out each other. Oh, Bassadog makes a mistake coming out of Cheetah. 2 boys capitalizing severely. Bassadog in the pits. He cannot handle it. Car is damaged. Losing way too much time. Frost, open space. He can make some moves now. Dancy in 9th, chased by RTA. Race at the moment is still the top 3. Checo is there. Checo and Fireblade. Lambo versus Porsche. Lambo looking good at the moment. And Fancy Known, not a car I've actually taken out. For the 2 years I've driven on ACC, I think I touched it once. And then never again. But this is a battle here. Dave versus Pace. Now, I can assure you, Eleanor Pace is quick. I know that from experience. I've raced with him on this track. He gapped me by miles and he was in an Audi. So, is this a car thing? Does that BMW not like him? Or is it just a pitch and drive race today? Standard setup, take it out, let's see what it can do, see what I fall in love with it. Dave in a car that he probably hasn't driven before. And I still don't know why he picked it. But he is on the move. New alien at Logistical Nightmare, Mr. Dave ZA. 2 thumbs down, chasing this man, Mr. Pace. Is unbelievable. I'm gonna call this drive of the day. I don't know what anyone else thinks, but this to me is the drive of the day. Sat in the pits for 10 minutes, didn't put a qualifying lap on. Anticipated carnage in corner 1, 2 or 3, whether it be Crowthorne, Yokesuke or Barbecue. Worked his way through the pack and he is now sitting right behind Alan Arpace. Unbelievable. NTZ, a man in his own league, untouchable. Far ahead of the pack. Comfortable. Taking Luke up perfectly. Carrying the momentum down to Mineshaft. Into Crocodile. Closing off the lap at Cheetah. Or as some of us might know, the banana curb corner into Ingwe. In a league of his own, 9 seconds adrift. Too much happening there. Pace and Dave, oh, something's happened, something, and I completely missed it. Oh my goodness, why didn't anyone warn me? Pace, struggling, Dave capitalized. I don't know whether there was a pass, whether there was a something, but Dave is gone. 3 seconds in one lap. Pace must have made a magnificent mistake for that to happen. Jacko, boy, chasing down Fireblade. Looking good with the Lambo down there. Frost is trying to gain momentum again. He seemed to have lost the position to Tintin. Dancy is out. Artem Mutua is in 9th. 2 boys in the pit, Bass, a dog, and Robin, retiring from the 30-minute friendly race. Still 1 more to go. Let's hope it goes better. With Charlie, new to the scene, giving it a go. Good to see new faces coming up. Frankie, known guy, always used to race on GT Sport, predominant GT Sport Oak, on the controller, doing phenomenally well, getting the momentum there. Yeah, let's go find some battles. Frost. See if I can sit here for a bit. Ferrari trying to size up that Bentley. Once you start getting comfortable behind someone, you just lose all the pace you initially had. Makes it hard for these boys, because again, from a console community racing standpoint, all the servers are international. So for the South African guys, this is very hard. Their network just looks like it's so out of whack and just not right. So you gotta try and judge it and figure out what goes on while having this bad ping. Oh, big mistake there from Frost coming out of Crowthorne. Tail end wasn't happy. Car doesn't seem very balanced when the fuel is low, which I guess is where we're sitting at now. Low fuel rate. Probably about 4 laps to go. Not enough tail end on that wing to keep that rear end down. Or his foot is just very throttle happy. Oops, wrong one. Dave seems to be catching NTZ. Not by much. Half a second a lap. Checo and Fireblade has been fighting. So for the next race, 40 minutes of it, I want to sit in the middle of a pack and I want to see where the problem is. Who does what? See if I can use some of the instances as samples. Boys making mistakes in the first race. And from the chat, instantly, Mulgari goes, sorry, Robin. So looking at the console community chat box, boys apologizing already for the mistakes made in lap 1, turn 1. So probably is where it is. I'm going to look at Mulgari next time and see what that man does. He is, however, fighting, or he is fighting OJJ and the Bentley. So Lexus on Bentley for 13th position. Track still looks good. Temperature's gone up significantly. The guys will be struggling with that. Fairly interesting how that has changed in 30 minutes. High temperature ranges. We probably started high and I didn't even notice it. Well, Gary looks like he is challenging. Doesn't have the speed and the pace to get past OJ. OJ looking very comfortable. Dancy, who had a few incidents himself, self-inflicted from recollection. One I think was a quarter 1 scenario. Too many guys at one location, going deep into Crocodile. Oh, RTA Moutois. Wide out of that bend. Fireblade and Checo. Checo has made up the position. He somehow found the place and passed Fireblade. Dave on the move. Look at that. Just closing the gap on the Audi. Surely that Audi must know that someone is chasing them down. Now, of course, there is an Audi between them, and that is a back marker. Don't think he's got the time to break the gap there. He's gonna try though. He is driving like an animal. That Lambo is looking good in the hands of Dave. No clue where he gets the pace from, but that is phenomenal. That's a 9-second gap on pace. Pace must be struggling. Frost and Tinton still battling it out. Left, right, exchanging hands. If I know the boys, one of them would be sweating. Not 100% sure which one, but I think my money is on Tinton. Got a big name boy right behind him. GTAS doesn't mean slow. That is the Gran Turismo All-Stars team. And again, this is where you pick it up from console boys. Guys like their teams. Guys change their PlayStation names or their tag names or usernames based on relevant teams. So as you can see, just looking through the slots, there's a couple of LNR boys, a couple of GT boys, and then your GTAS guys from PR, RTA represented here. So a lot of individualized teams throughout all the different communities that just creates a wide range of friendships, and it's good to see it, man. Absolute blast. Some tend to stay the lone horse, some join the big force. Doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, we all love sim racing. Fireblade seems to be losing momentum there to Checo. Lambo looks very strong on this track. Just looking at these guys. Ferrari is there, doesn't have the pace. 2 minutes left to go. Gap is slowly closing down. NTZ is probably taking it nice, easy and steady. Doesn't want to throw this away. He did qualify in second position. Frost gave it all to him, getting a drive through on the start of the race. He then made a massive gap towards everyone else, took the race by storm. And Dave, on the other hand, started in 18th position, moved through the back, and is now sitting in second, trying to catch up on NTZ. Unbelievable. And that would have been a very interesting race if Dave did qualify. What then? From a racing standpoint, I'm fairly confident Pace is rethinking his BMW decision. Lovely car. Like, really, it's a lovely car to drive. It's so difficult. We need the new version. ACC. Gaming guys, get us the new BMW, man. This would be so much fun. This one is old. Doesn't have the speed anymore. Doesn't even have the dashboard anymore, man. The technology is not there. The price is not there. We need the new one. The new and improved BMW. Fireblade. Porsche's is Lambo. Fireblade looked good. Probably made a mistake. These are the big battles at the moment. There's only 3 of them. Final lap for the leader. Looking good. Everyone's gonna do one more. Dave trying to creep in with that time frame. Don't think he's gonna make it. Frost. And again, something happened. Checo lost position. My bet is Cheetah. That corner on Kyalami will take you out. Oh, that's a very good exit there by Frost. He's gonna stick it on the inside coming into sunset. No, lifts off. Oh, must be so frustrating. Fireblade in 4th now. Battle is between these gentlemen. Just want to make sure I don't miss this. This is going to be the race winner. Battle is between these 3 boys. Lots of things can change in the last couple of corners. Oh, contact, mate. That's for sure. That is a contact incident. Tintin taking out Checo. That opened the door for Frost at Lukop. What a change. Here comes the winner of the race. NTZ takes race 1. What a race. What a finish. Ha, epic. Dave chased down in 2nd. Eleanor Pace in his BMW. Lovely looking BMW. And I love the sound of it. Bringing it home in 3rd position. Flashing the lights. Happy with the results. Fireblade. Changed so many positions. Had to enjoy this race. Well done to Frost, making lots of moves. Checo lost some positions there at the end. Tintin coming through in 7th. Nancy had a horrible but challenging race. Carbon doing fantastically well there. 9th position. RTA Mutua in his McLaren. Probably not a fan of what just happened there. Gardine, the man I never mentioned at all. That Nissan looks damaged. Comes in 11th. Well done to him. Frankie in 12th. OJJ is battling with Mulgari. So these 2 boys are still battling everywhere. Charlie finishes the round off with 16th. So these individuals coming down the straight, finishing it off. And then Kale in his badly damaged Merc. Last 2 corners for him. Cheetah followed by Ingwe. Done and dusted. What a race finish. Champion taking the victory lap. What an epic drive from him. Start to finish. Started in 2nd. Finished in first. Awesome race. Congrats to NT. Let's just return to garage. Look at the timetable. Race 1. That's where we stand. Oops. Timetables. Race 1. Okay. I do my famous screen capture scenario. I do want to quite get the qualifying as well, because that is epic though. Good fun race. Just nice to see this. Qualifying. Malo said, taken out. Taken out. Cheetah took you out. You'll take yourself out. That's race 1 all done and dusted. Of course, we're going to have a bit of a break. And then after the break, we're going to kick back with round 2, which is going to be quite interesting. Don't go away. Short break. See you in probably about 5 minutes. There we go. Welcome back. Thanks for waiting. Hope you boys had a bit of a break. 30 minutes, well, 20 seconds into race 2. Slightly in the evening. Changed it up a little bit for the guys. So we're going to kick off with the second race tonight, which is another 30-minute race. I thought I timed it for 40, but it does seem like it's 30 minutes, so 2 30-minute races that is. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be interesting. Now I got my eye on Checo. We're gonna have a bit of fun now. Let's hope these boys don't mess it up again. Robin Dobbin, I can assure you, will be furious if he messed up 2 races in a row. So let's keep it clean, boys. We're all doing our warm-up lap. This is about 6 o'clock at night, late evening race. First race was in the afternoon, slightly different. Nothing that changes it a bit. You want the guys to go a bit of a night to evening race, but it's not gonna go that dark. Those boys that are happy to do 2 back-to-back races, thanks for standing in. This is partially us testing our new season, which has kicked off. First race will be on the 4th of August, 2021, Wednesday night, 7:30 kickoff time, South African Central Time. And again, we're doing our season 2 team versus team scenario. Bit of a twist here or there. Couple of 2x30-minute races, 75-minute races, 55-minute races. We do mix it up with a lot of GR3s, GT4s, Cup cars, Lambo cars. So guys are gonna have a mix of cars in the next season. And then what we're gonna do is take out the top 10 teams' overall performance at the final, and then do a multi-class race, which is going to be GT3s and GT4s on track. And again, lots of boys love GT3 cars. I mean, I love a GT3 car, but in fairness, we're trying to promote the GT4s. We want to give a bit of love over there. I can't go further down than what I am. I'm stuck where I'm sitting at the moment, so I'm going to have this view for a bit. I am looking at Checo at the moment in his Lambo. Same race format as before, 30 minutes of racing. Let's see if this happens again. Frost is way ahead of that back. He needs to control the race start. Mustn't start too far forward. Bring the cars all back to each other. So back the boys up, be calm and collected on the race start. Let's see if he can kick it off this time with no drive-through penalties. Our view is on Checo, he's in 7th. This is where it sits. Race is about to kick off, coming down the straight. Boys are lining up. Green, and Bentley is off the line. Those Lambos are quick off the line as well. In all fairness, they are very quick. I'm going to see if I can turn the garage, come here at the back. I'm going to look at Robin. The first race was a bit of a mess. It looks clean. One guy is off. Not that bad this time. Second round, very good. Boys are in the race now. Still got to get it through. Lovely livery though. That is like the Mercedes-Benz Formula 1 livery on that Merc. First time I've actually seen that. So Viva la Lewis is what they will call it, or is that the Bottas livery, car 20? Now I did see a guy go off the track in the beginning, did massive amounts of change. It was a Ferrari. Not 100% sure. Guys are keeping it clean. Two Lambos at the back. So that is Dave and Checo. Not so sure what started that. That's kind of interesting. Must have missed that. Checo did start 7th and he's now 16th. Battle has changed quite a bit. Frost is off the line. Didn't get a drive-through penalty. Now Dog is off. That is Dog off. And Dancy, another incident between these two boys. Dog and Dancy. What bad luck is it for them? Absolute blunder shambles of a race. Definitely not what anyone planned or expected. Unbelievable. Dog dropping down the order. So is Dancy all the way there at the back. He has lost so much momentum, speed and pace. Pace looking good again. Very comfortable in his 3rd position. Not 100% sure if Dave is going to close that gap, but we will see how that turns out. RTA looks way better in this round than what he did in the first one. Denton made plenty of positions up. He is in 5th, looking solid as a rock. Not under that much pressure. Robin Dobbin is racing. He is now in 7th, chasing Fireblade. Must be happy now, because that is all he wanted. Race 1 for him was an absolute disaster. Corner 1, took it out all the way. Dog is fighting at the back. Him and Carbon, waiting for the camera to line up. He is off track again. Oh, furious to himself. Must be scratching his head. Not very happy about that. Carbon in the fight. Now Top Boy is in the mix here. Now this is NTZ versus Frost. Now this is gonna get interesting because NTZ didn't really have a challenge, and neither does he now. Frost makes a big mistake coming there out of Cheetah. Loses so much places and momentum. He is going to lose another position to Eleanor Pace. He's got to fill up behind him. Get the nerves back again. Sit behind Pace. Was leading the race. Now he's number 3. What's up, DMR boys? Welcome to this dream. Looking at a 30-minute race for these guys. Kyalami, fun race, ACC, Wednesday nights. I'm your host, Sharks Forever, aka Sharks. Sean, call me what you want, as long as you don't swear at me. Streaming for the boys tonight, so this is just for fun, laughs, and I'm gonna call it shits and giggles. Nonetheless, off-season race, Wednesday night, ACC. Robin Dobbin moving through the grid. Lost positions and momentums. Not 100% sure what happened there. He's now all the way back to 10th. We're sitting comfortable where he is, but that is Dave again, making up tremendous amount of positions. Not sure what happened there with Dave, with Robin though. Last I've seen him, he was heading into the front pack. Now he's got OJJ ahead of. Ooh, makes a big mistake into Cheetah, and again Cheetah will kill your race and your momentum. Checo is going to try and capitalize on that, because OJJ will be off guard, trying to scramble what has happened. He does go defensive though. That Lambo is quick. Tucks him behind him. Is he going to sneak past him? No, sits there comfortably. Doesn't want to do that much. Robin Dobbin now needs to fight back. Checo goes deep into the corner there. Not ideal, not planned. Charlie is not racing, so a few boys didn't continue racing. All good and well. All about fun tonight. Clinton in his Bentley is looking quite comfortable now. He's chasing down RTA Mutoir. Being chased down by Fireblade in his a luminous green blue Porsche, trying to make up the space as best as possible. Tintin looking very comfortable today. Frost and Pace is battling as well. Frankie looking strong there, 9th position. Oh, goes very wide, keeps it on the curb. Oh, the black stuff. Nicely handled. Dancy is under severe pressure. This is going to get interesting. Dancy has been a bit out of luck tonight. A couple of unforeseen incidents for him. He's dropped quite a few spots again. Can't recall he finished the last race, so it will be interesting to see if he can stick it through this time. Carbon is way better on his second race than what he did on his first one. Robin Dobbin was up there, but he has lost a lot of time and momentum. Gardine and the Nissan is also still playing around with us. Frankie looking good. Pace and Frost. BMW versus Ferrari. Now again, Frost stood behind Tintin for lap after lap on the previous race. I mean, it just didn't seem like he had anything in him to make a move stick. Being very cautious, which is probably not bad. I mean, that's the last thing you want. Oh, that's NTZ, made a big mistake. That is the man, the leader of the race. Messed it up at Crocodile. He is dropping like a fly. Sits right behind Carbon and Fireblade, who's currently battling for 6th position. Good move there by Carbon. He's in 5th now. Lots have changed in one lap. 9 minutes of the race and so many positions changed. This is going to be very tricky. Carbon made a move. He is now trying to get away. Fireblade under severe pressure. NTZ is right behind him. That poor man made a big accident coming out of Crocodile. Pace is now leading the race. BMW for the win into Sunset. Audi versus Porsche. Didn't believe that these boys would sit at the mid-back. Lights will go on shortly. That temperature is going down slightly. Again, guy on the move. Dave. He has hunted down Frankie. He's not going to take that long to make this move stick. Frankie going very defensive. Dave heading on the inside. He knows he's got the momentum. Is he going to stick it in the side with Mineshaft? No. Going to go on the outside. Does Frankie go defensive? Frankie doesn't. Leaves the door open. Dave looks at it. Oh, Frankie goes deep into the corner. Opens it up wide. Says Dave, thank you very much. Dave up into 9th. He's now going to start chasing down Dancy. Fireblade lost the position to NT. I'm not 100% sure when that happened. I definitely missed that. Would have expected that in some other form or means, because this was the leader of the race. Furious with himself. Head shaking everywhere. How did one do that? How? that does bring this battle more into contention. Prost, that did start the race at the beginning with pole position, lost momentum at Cheetah, which then made him lose 2 positions. Now he's right behind Pace. Pace can take a victory with a BMW, and the guy looking phenomenally well, this Denton. 3rd place. Now this is what happens when you keep your nose clean, keep it on the track, keep it real, keep it simple. All you do is gain momentum and positions. Good finish for him if he can keep that up. He's got quite a bit of space between him and RTA Mutois, who is being profusely challenged by Carbon. Carbon having a much better race the second time around. Oh, big mistake there by Mutois. Does keep it on track though. Lost a bit of momentum. Carbon's going to look at the inside. Side by side they're going through. Which one has the faster pace? McLaren looks good. Carbon has the inside line. He is going to stick it right there. Can Mutois defend it from the outside? Tries to get the undercut in. No. RTA, well, Carbon takes the position, opening it up, getting the momentum into sunset. Now he's got to keep his nerves cool, calm and collected, and hope that NT is going to make Mutois a bit nervous. Mutois doesn't want to give that position up as well. Battles are everywhere. Fireblade gaining momentum. Frost and Pace are still fighting. Dancy there, missing a guy. Dave lost momentum. At some other point, Dave was... Oh, missed that too. Can't keep up. There's too many things happening. Big battles everywhere. Checo and Robin. Dave in 10th. Carbon under severe pressure now. Now he's got to stick it in. Oh, he goes wide this time, coming out of... I'm going to call it banana curve, but that is Cheetah. Complete misjudge. Does that make RTA get the position back? Right on the tail of that Ferrari. Ferrari does seem like it's got the straight out pace. No real challenge. NTZ slowly creeping up on them. But at the same time, so is Fireblade. Frost and Pace looks like there's hardly anything that separates these two. Not really battling. Just does seem like it's all about momentum, waiting for the guy in front of you to make a mistake. And capitalize on that, because you are kind of on the same pace. It's not going to be easy to make that move. Kyalami, not a track for overtaking positions. Beautiful track. Various elevations, up, down. Unbelievable. Challenging corners throughout. And then of course you'll have Cheetah that will take out all the momentum you've pulled out for a race out of the equation. Still a big battle there, but Frost is very close. That BMW is quick. Pace trying to make the move, well, breaks the slipstream. Can't seem to shake Frost. Definitely knows he's got him on hand. Just gonna find a place to lose it. Oh, I'm going off track. It's just gonna lose all the momentum you've built up. Gap is a lot smaller, but every time you don't hit your apexes, get out of the curbs, you just lose that fraction of a time that you're trying to make up. Tintin looking comfortable where he is. He's not letting these boys go. There's a potential for him to gain a victory if something goes wrong ahead of him. Frost being very cautious though. Not letting this slip. Looks like a big mistake there by Tintin. NTZ. Twa battling it out now. That's gonna alleviate some pressures there. Carbon gotten very close to Tintin, and that is because of that slight error that Tintin made coming into the S's. I saw it at the back of my eye, noted it down, didn't realize that these boys were so close to each other. 13 minutes on the spot. Tintin is under pressure. This would have been his podium victory on Kyalami. Happy man, happy days. Now he is sweating again. Frost losing a bit of momentum on that last lap, so not really going to focus that much there. Battle split back. Top 5 boys are all in close contention to get the podium. Even a possible victory. Because anything can happen in 12 minutes. Ooh. I'm not 100% sure if that was me. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Go back. Check this out. Nope, that was definitely... Oh, happy days. Happy days. Just when I thought I lost connection, we lost the server. Thankfully, it's just me. Just me. Gonna get you boys back. Gonna get you boys back. Yes. Guys are racing. Guys are racing. Yeah. Back in the action. Thankfully, nothing has changed. Everything still looks as snazzy as what it was not so long ago. Apologies for that massive disconnect there from my... Oh, Carbon messes it up completely. Furious and frustrated. What a big accident there by him. That will just cause humongous amount of damage. He still has the pace though. NTZ made a big mistake coming out of Ingwe. Gonna fight for that position, keep the inside line. Carbon feels he's got the pace even though he took half of his bonnet out. No engine damage, but he will have some sort of oversteer, understeer, aero damage, and that's not gonna work in his favor. Fireblade is gonna go for that position, loses one more. Oh, the banana curve. It will just eat you up and spit you out. Does give a bit of breathing room for Tintin now. Now he knows he's got some space. Not a big gap though. It is 2 seconds between him and the boys behind him. Still set it up for a lovely podium victory. NTZ and Mutua is battling there for 5th position. Carbon is losing all the momentum at the back. Dave, whatever happened to Dave, he's caught up on Frankie. So Dave did pass Frankie not so long ago. Probably made a mistake at somewhere in the corner, dropped all the way back again. Frankie in 9th position, looking very comfortable in that Audi. Dancy driving all by himself, no one close to him. 14 seconds adrift from Carbon, 7 seconds gap between him and Frankie, so if all goes well, that's where he's gonna finish off. Didn't really feature any of the other boys. Kale, VDB, and his Merc, he's battling with OJJ. Takes a look on the inside on that one. OJJ leaving the door open. Very cautious though. Goes very wide there coming down to Mineshaft. There'll be an awkward corner here. Gale has gonna have to lift off coming out of Mineshaft, but that's where the battle is, that's where it sits. This is the front back. Boys racing hard here. Frost not letting go. Pace looks like he's gonna take victory unless he makes a mistake. Frost just looks very comfortable behind that BMW. Hasn't made any massive moves unless he knows it's not that easy. Pace is on point. Offensive, reactive. And there's just nothing you can do. If the guy ahead of you is all on point, you gotta pick your battles. You gotta set him up. You gotta make him make a mistake. Force the position. Force him to run wide. Pace trying to shake off the tail. That's so. BMW is quick down the line. Might not look like it, but man, that car is quick. Don't take away from the Ferrari. The Ferrari has got some legs too. Down any given straight, I would guess that BMW has got some good legs. Clinton is going to be under pressure again. Carbon seems to have found his momentum, even though he destroyed his own race. Was gonna go and battle for third position, but that's not gonna happen. Tintin back under pressure again. That 2 seconds gap that he had between him and Mutua has depleted. NTZ struggling. This could all be about tire wear. Don't believe the variation on weather is that severe and drastic. Slightly more cloudier this time. 15-minute intervals here. No rain expected. 6 minutes of racing left. Frost is in second. He cannot get past Pace. I don't see Dave. Dave is in ninth, so Dave has passed Frankie. Frankie is... Oh, Tintin, big mistake again. I gotta admit, today's talk is Cheetah. I want to take an all-round bet. How many boys have ruined their race tonight by Cheetah? That curb will kill you. Gotta hit the spots every time. If you don't, you lose momentum, you lose your car, you might lose your bonnet. The damage will be done. Carbon at the back there, fighting with Fireblade. Tintin is under severe pressure. This is kind of where I'm going to keep my eye on. Don't believe a lot is going to change with the other guys. If we can get a bit of onboard footage there. Listening to that Bentley. It sounds so good. Can't drive it. Cannot drive it. Tintin almost making another mistake again. It's just brings that McLaren so much closer to him. You can see it peeking in the rear view mirror over there. Boys are smashing the 43s 4. Everyone plus or minus the same pace. Seeing it from his view. Pace and Frost looks big, goes, oh, big slide, big slide. Where's my views? Sorry about that. This just went all wrong. I'm not 100% sure why my views went tough there. Denton is under pressure. That is for sure. He now has 2 guys on his tails and he is phenomenally worried. 3 minutes to go. All this man is thinking is podium, 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 podium. Cannot let it go now. And what he does is mistake after mistake. That just brings everyone so close to him. Gotta get his mindset out. Stop overthinking it too much. Get into the rhythm and make it work. 3 minutes of racing left. Denton under severe pressure. Frost doesn't seem like he can make anything happen there. Everyone on timing telemetries, as you can see there, 1:43.5. Ooh. Looked like a big dive there from the boys. 2 minutes left. Another small error there by Tintin. Gotta get frustrated with himself. Needs to hit the apexes. Gotta get his momentum right. And again, the only way you do that is hit your brake markers. Forget about everything else. Hit your brake markers. Focus on the apexes. Look ahead of you. Don't look at your rear view mirrors. And run your race. Very hard to say. Goes very wide there again. Is pushing the limits of that Bentley. This is probably one of Tintin's best races, so expect the poor man to be sweating buckets. As cold as it is in South Africa, he will have a puddle of water right behind him. Big boy names behind him. RTA Mutua, known as a speed alien. NTZ, quick as hell. Qualified second. He sits comfortably there. Hasn't really challenged everything, but I think on pace-wise, everyone's doing kind of the same time. Everyone's waiting for that mistake. And this is an opportunity unless that Bentley does right away. 1:44s, boys are doing times and it's much slower. Oh, NTZ taking a big dive there. Oh, missed his brake marker. Well looked and checked out by Mutua. Saw that coming, looked at the dive, reacted. Big chance, big gap. That frees it a bit up for Tintin. NTZ's hungry. And I'm gonna do this because I need to watch what goes on now. But NTZ looks like the hungry man. He knows he's got the pace. He feels like he's being held up. RTA is trying to get past Tintin. Ooh, bump, dump. Little bit of fender bender by the boys. And again, this is gonna get ugly. How did Carbon do that? Yo, so much action. Left, right, middle, center, tap from behind, unsettled guys, Carbon making up positions. Last few corners here. Kyalami Pace takes the victory. No two ways. That man is a happy man, and he's got Frost behind him. Tintin is up for his first podium, if ever I've seen one. And if I haven't, this will be another one. But to me, I think it's his first. RTA comes in fourth. Carbon takes it fifth place. I don't know what he did there, but Fireblade in sixth. NTZ in seventh. Those last couple of corners coming through the S's and Leeuwkop was a speechless moment. Danzi in ninth, very, very comfortable. No one really challenging him over there. Dave in ninth position. Frankie closing off top 10. Yeah, that's Frankie top 10. Very well done. Checo in 11th. Robin Dobbin in 12th. Very wide coming into there. Gardine in 13th. Haven't really spoken about him again. Oh, that's just terrible. OJJ did a good race. Mark Gary and his Lexus. Probably the happiest man on track. And then Gale, last but not least, there at the back. What a race by this man. Qualified third. Didn't have a good race in race 1. Came back in race 2. Took the checkered flag. Great victory by him. GT Frost in second. Man, that was good fun. Good and epic, epic, epic fun. Gale is going to close this off. Pace flashing it there to the crowd. Loved the race. Loved the stream. I honestly hope everyone enjoyed that. I'm going to go timetables now. Oops. Timetables now. Didn't save the race replay. That was a good race. Taking my screenshot. Again, big thanks to everyone that joined tonight. This was just a fun race at Logistical Nightmare. Thanks to our sponsors, Twins, Sky Coffee, and Stakeout Dress. Steakhouse Red, we are Grid Finder approved. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you to all our Patreon members that support our community. Again, we will kick off our ACC event on the 4th of August. Team versus Team Series, all entries at Logistical Nightmare. We also have a PC race going on Tuesday nights. Come and watch us. Fantastic streamer and commentator over there. And then, of course, on Sunday nights is our GT Sport races. Off season, not 100% sure what we will do. It's a couple of endurance races we have here or there. Big ups and big thanks for all your support. Catch you boys next week. Let's see what's going to happen. Do have a good evening. Good night. God bless. Bye bye.